We're off to the first ATV run for the season, early spring, April. We're going to go to the Ryan Farms for the day, as long as the trails are open and there's not too much ice and snow on the trails. Come along, join me. So this is the St. John's ATV Club number 35. This is their storage shed over here where they keep their equipment and groomer. And this is their parking lot. They've opened this up about 3 or 4 years ago. It's really quite a thing, and they come up here in the wintertime and keep the trails clean for those who have the all-season passes. We've just left the St. John's ATV number 35 parking lot, and we're on the Upper Quaker Road. I lived in this road for, half of my life. And what we're going to do is take a trip to the Ryan Farm and a run down memory lane. On the left here is where Eddie Jones lived. Eddie Jones was the school bus driver from the area. I got on his bus as 6 years old, grade 1, and went on to school from there. Up the road a little bit farther, we're going to find the intersection of Otter Lake Road and the Upper Quaker Road continues. And that's where we're off to. Now we're coming to the end of the Upper Quaker Road. This over here is that's Otter Lake Road. It goes around to Baxter's Corner. And this is the beginning of trail number 3501, St. John's Trail. It's going to be called the 3518 as the beginning of the provincial trail system. Right in along here, there was a house and a family lived up there called the Sears. They moved out of that, and then they moved down, farther down on the Quaker Road. Built a house down there, and one of the Sear boys actually still lives down there. And he told stories of living up there in the woods. There is going to be a little bit of snow and ice on the trail. Hopefully this is about the extent of it. Shouldn't be too bad, hopefully. Back a couple of years ago, here's a picture. There was a lot of snow on the road. There was about 2 feet of ice in different spots. It was pretty tricky to navigate that. Here we're coming up onto the first intersection. This road, this is trail number 18. It's Quaco. That one I think goes to Hibernia Heights. We'll stop here for a second. Taylor Lake is over that way. We just came up that hill. Taylor Lake is to the left, and this spot right here, when I was a kid, there was an old man lived there's a shack right there. It was his name was Sam Jones, so we call this Sam Jones's ever since we were a kid. After he died, before this road was built, it was a logging road, and the loggers were up there, and they cut out all the logs, and they had built a small shack up there for the lumber guys to sleep in. When it was all cut and the guys moved out and went back home again, we came up here with our bicycles and went in there and spent the night. That was our camping shack. It was a long time ago. But we're going to move on up the road here now to Quaco, and it won't be far till we get to the Ryan farm. And there's still some more ice and snow up there in the roads. It doesn't look all that bad. I think we're good. There's going to be spots where there's going to be lots of snow and ice. Well, it'll be alright. There's not too much there. Guess the sun doesn't get down here too well. Now we're coming up to the Hibernia trail. There's a shelter in there. It goes right through to Hibernia Heights, trail number 3502. More snow. Right up here on the left, this is the Church Road. It's going to take you over to Grove Hill. We're coming up onto the Ryan Road now. That's going to go off to the left. Upper Quaker Road continues on this way, right straight through. You'll get all the way to St. Martin's Highway that way. That's trail 3503. And over here, this will be the Ryan Farm Road. This will take you all the way to Sussex, or you cut off and go to St. Martin's. This will join up to the trail 3418, which is the Sussex portion of the same trail. Hopefully, as time goes by, trail number 18 will go all the way through the province. This leg here is the beginning of that trail. Yeah, I thought I'd stop right here for a couple minutes just to have a rest and have a look around, see what kind of damage is done to the trails for the winter. As you can see here, it's got a bit of a washout, but so far it's not bad at all. I first come up here, I was just a kid, probably 9 or 10 years old. I forget exactly how old I was. We had our bicycles, and 3 or 4 of the boys in the neighborhood, of course that's all there was back then, we get on our bicycles one day, we come up here. We knew this point, what was up here, but we had no idea where the Ryan Road took us. So we get on the bikes, and it was this time of the year. Most of the snow was gone, and we had no idea where we were off to. So we get on the bikes, and we went down this trail, down to the Ryan farm, and my goodness, we run into snow. It was so deep we couldn't pedal it. We couldn't pedal our way through the snow. We had to get off our bikes and push it. Not knowing where we're going, we didn't want to turn back at all. So we just kept going through there, and finally we get out of the snow, well past the Ryan farm, so I'm going to show you where it is. There was a house there at the time. There was a barn. The barn was full of hay. What we did, as boys do, we get in the barn and we jumped in the hay and played there for quite a while. It was a lot of fun. We went on after that, kept going straight. We come to an intersection, a right and a left. Again, we had no idea where we were or what we were doing. So we turned left, thank goodness. We turned left on the Dalling Road. We're going to go that far today. And my bicycle, the chain kept falling off of it. So what happened, we drove along there for a ways, and there was an old man, he lived up there. On his house, where his house was, there's just ruins of it now. But he came out, he had a wrench, and he came out and fixed the chain on my bike for me. So I'm happy about that. So we all went on from there. He told us where we were and how to get back. That was a really good day. It was a long day, and we were totally exhausted and starving. Oh, the old man did give us a couple of apples to eat. So I don't know what his name was. He's long gone from now for sure. But I still remember that. It was good. This part of the trail is actually pretty good. Here's a spot right here. We're going to stop here for a minute and just talk about this spot right here. Quite a few years ago, a fellow I used to work with called Don Glennie. He had his moose license that year, and he knew I was a moose hunter, so he asked me if I'd come and call for him. So this road was so good at the time, I had brought my small motorhome. It was a Toyota motorhome. It was 21 feet long, I think. And we brought it all the way in this road and parked it right here. We stayed here for 2 nights in that motorhome. We had our ATVs with us, and it was really good. We didn't get the moose that year, but we had a good time. We're going to carry on now, and up ahead here a ways there's a cabin, or there was a cabin there years ago. The Totten boys owned it. So we're going to go in there and see if the cabin is still there. I haven't seen it in years, and I'm not even sure if the Totten boys still own it. But it's just up ahead here a ways. Well, we're out from visiting the camp. I just stopped and checked there, and doggone it, the battery had gone dead. somewhere between here and the cabin and back again. But change the battery and we're on our way to the Ryan farm. Yeah, this trail here, that'll take you up to Grove Hill. I haven't been out through that way in a couple of years, so it's hard to say what condition it's in. I'll check it out this summer sometime when it dries up. Up here on the right, there's a trail. Turn right, you go to the old Stony Brook Lodge. I don't think the lodge is still open, but I'm not even sure if the trail is passable or not. Last time I was through there, it was so rocky and rough, and since then the Stony Brook Lodge has closed up. It was sold out to a private group of people. I think they're Asian. Actually, we stopped there shortly after they bought it, and we went in and bought a beer from them. And they weren't even sure what the deal was, but they sold us a beer anyway. It was good and cold. This is one of the nicer scenic parts of the trail with all these hardwoods. It's really hard to believe that this road at one time was passable by car. I actually had an Impala, a car, a big car, in through this road, all the way into, well past the Ryan farm. When we were kids, well not kids, but teenagers, we would get ourselves an old car. Oh, I don't know, didn't pay much for it. One I remember quite well, I paid 20 bucks. Get this, it was a 1957 Chev, a four-door. I think it was a Bel Air, and I drove it up these back roads until the alternator went, or no, it was a generator at the time. The generator went, and I didn't have the money to buy a new generator for it, so I sold it to my brother for 5 bucks. He got a generator someplace and drove it. There's still bits and pieces of it behind my mother's old house up here in Quaker Road. Memories. Yeah, we're getting pretty close to the Ryan farm now. It's opened up here, and that's always a tale to tell. Rough. It's turned out to be a really nice day. Okay, here we are. So, the house used to sit right there. Right along here, that's where the house was. And just across the road, right where you see this grassy bit there, that's where the barn was. The barn was right close to the road, and so was the house actually. There's quite a hill up there. We're gonna go up the hill as long as it's not too muddy and we don't want to get stuck. Let's go up the hill. The hill seems like it's getting steeper and steeper every year. A lot of visitors come here, a lot of bikes. So we're up here at the top of the hill at Ryan's farm. We're going to stop for lunch. We've gone 18.6 kilometers so far. It's quite a ways, especially when you're a kid with a bicycle in the snow. But we're going to stop here for lunch, and then we're going to carry on down to the end of the Ryan Road, and we're going to go up and see where that old fella used to live, up the road here on the Dalling Road. Okay, I'm getting hungry. It's about 11:30. By the time I get lunch cooked, it'll be time to carry on. Yeah, so we're going to set up for lunch right here. It's nice up here. It's warm. I'm not going to do any witchcrafty stuff today. I just brought my little gas stove, and we're going to cook up a deluxe grilled cheese sandwich. What makes a deluxe grilled cheese sandwich? Bacon. We're going to cook up some bacon, and then we're going to make a grilled cheese sandwich with bacon in it. Let's get started. Cook set. And I got this little portable butane stove. Got it at Costco for 16 or 17 bucks. I haven't used it yet, but I did turn it on and try it out, and I think it's going to be really good. For that price, gee whiz, you can't go wrong. So simple. I'm going to dig the rest of the stuff out and get this going, get my frying pan going, and we'll see you when I get the bacon on. Okay, let's get on with our sandwich. I got a couple slices of bread. They're already buttered. Got some cheese all sliced up here. We got some Balderson 4-year-old cheddar. And we got some Cracker Barrel bourbon garlic. That should be pretty tasty. And of course, we've got some bacon. Too much there for a sandwich. I'll have to eat a piece. It's going to be good. And we'll put some more cheese on top. burn it again this time. Well, I think the sandwich is all done. Let's see. Get this out here. Well, it's not going to cooperate at all. This isn't very pretty. Nope. Not pretty at all. It'll be good. I think my frying pan's too small. I'm going to finish this up and then pour myself a cup of tea and get back with you in a couple of minutes. All in all, it was pretty good. Wash that all down now with some nice hot tea. Every once in a while you get a gust of wind up here, and I was kind of hoping to get the drone out and get a shot or two, but it's calm right now. We'll see how it goes in a few minutes. Finish this tea up and then we'll give it a go. Pretty good little stove. 16 bucks or so, around there, and cheap. Seems to work pretty good. I need a bigger frying pan, one with a non-stick bottom. otherwise, I'll unlock it. Loosens the can up now, takes the charge off of it. Close it up till next time. Pretty cool. Tasty. Yeah, so we've had our lunch. We're all packed up and ready to go. We're going to take a run down to the Dalling Road, see if we can find the remnants of that old fella's house that helped us with the bike that day. And then we're going to continue right on back down the Ryan Road, back to the Upper Quaker, back to the truck, packed up, and head on home. So let's carry on. Ahead here, right in here, this is where the boys come and play. Usually the long weekend of May, they have a run called the Ryan Farm Run, and they go in there, and there's some pretty deep mud holes. Actually, I think I seen some of their activities on YouTube at one time. It's probably still there if you do a search, Ryan Farm Mud Run. So that's Porter Road down there, and this is the Dalling Road. The Dalling Road goes out to Barnesville. It comes out at Kathy's convenience store. You can get gas there, you can get some snacks and food. You can even get a beverage, cold beverage of your choice. Up ahead here, you can see the ruins on the right hand side. That's where that old man. That's where that old man lived that came out and gave me a hand to fix the chain on my bike so many years ago. That's all that's left now. What a mess. Turn around here. So that just shows how many years ago it's been since I was a kid up here playing on bicycles. Gee whiz. It was probably around 1960, 61, 62, around there. That's where see the foundation. Well, here we are. We're back. Got a bit of mud. We got to clean up when we get home. Oh well, it was fun. Anyway, thanks for coming along. Hope you come along with me next time. It's lots of fun up there. Trails and trails, they go everywhere. I hope you enjoyed today. Hope you enjoyed Ryan Farm. Brings back lots of memories for me. Hope you liked the video. If you did, click like, share it, and subscribe. It sure helps me out to get some subscriptions. It's a new channel and it's growing. Thanks for watching.